Hey y'all, I'm Moonshiner Josh, and you're watching Sanitarium with my boy Leatherface. Y'all keep on shining now.
Woke up in the sanitarium. In the ring, I feel like Leatherface. Run up, then I bury you. They know the vibes when I'm coming through. They told you lies, but we know the truth. Vibes, gotta let it loose. Yeah, I'm gone. I can't feel my face gone. You won't see my face gone. Feel like Leatherface gone. Feel like Leatherface. Sanitarium. Better get up, sick, make 'em split up. Witch, cough his ribs up, bitch, bathing his blood. Better get up, sick, make 'em split up. Witch, cough his ribs up, bathing his blood. Woke up in the sanitarium. In the ring, I feel like Leatherface.
What's up? Welcome to another installment of the Sanitarium. Woohoo! Thank you. It is 9 p.m. here in Roxborough, North Carolina. Out in the sticks and shit. Yeah! Anyways, oh man, it's gonna be a fun night. Where's Phil? Where the fuck is Phil? Phil? Where you at? Where's that fucker? There he is. There's Phil.
Oh, thanks for letting me in, brother. Appreciate it.
About time. I was wondering where the hell you were at.
I was just hiding backstage, waiting for the invitation.
You got it.
Here in sunny Florida, hot as hell as normal.
Oh, jeez. But
So,
yeah, man, well, a lot of cool stuff in the news lately. Did you see that Vegas UFO sighting thing that happened? That's all over the news right now. Did you see that?
is that the family that said they saw 9-foot creatures?
Yes. Well, there was some cops over harassing some poor colored individual on the side of the road for something. Anyways, they saw this little thing coming out of the sky, this little fireball going down. And they're like, oh, let's go see if we can bust someone over there. No, I'm just kidding. No, they saw the big old thing coming down, and it was like 10 minutes later, they got a call that there's a ship in their backyard with tall 9-10 foot men.
We got to get that family on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I got the video clip we'll show here shortly after we get Danielle on, our special guest.
Hey, do you want to tell everybody just real quick how they can comment or ask questions on StreamYard? Because people on YouTube may not be aware of that they can actually ask us questions during the show.
Yes, YouTube, Facebook. If you just comment under the video, the live video, it will actually show up here in StreamYard. Oh shit, we got 19 comments already.
Awesome.
So we got a bunch of people on the screen we can put on. So yeah,
I figured we'd have some questions for today's guest, being that she's a psychic and a living descendant of Vlad Tepes, the Dracula.
And, I know some people like to do that genealogy stuff, and I even went back and looked and seen that one of my great grandfather was Chief Dragon Canoe of the Cherokee Indians here on the East Coast. Yeah.
So how much how much percentage of Native American DNA did your report show? I'm just curious.
I don't remember what that was. All I know is my father was like almost 3/4 around there.
Wow.
His mother was full-blooded. His father was like half.
Wow.
So there was a lot of it.
That's
So, yeah,
my grandmother.
I'm Cherokee.
My grandmother always said she was Cherokee, and then I did my genealogy report, and it came out with 0 Native American blood. So I think maybe she was just Italian.
Oh, jeez. We really narrowed that one down.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people may know or may not know. You remember that commercial when we were kids in the 70s with the Native American chief crying when he saw somebody throw garbage on the road?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy was actually Italian. He didn't have a drop of Native American blood in him. His name was Chief Iron Eyes Cody, and he was born in New Orleans as the son of Italian immigrants, and he created this persona and literally made himself Native American.
I mean, he identified as a Native American.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just like we thought Andrew Dice Clay was Italian, he's Jewish.
Oh, so, exactly. But I mean, my point to saying that is that for us or our generation, our image of what a Native American looks like is really just an Italian guy wearing feathers.
Oh, geez. Well, guys, we're gonna
Hollywood.
We're gonna hop into our quick little commercial from our unofficial favorite sponsor in the whole wide world, and we'll be right back. And we got Danielle Diva on, a living descendant of Dracula, aka Vlad the Impaler, spiritual advisor, author, and seems like a pretty cool chick here. So we're about to meet her pretty soon. It's right after the break. Looks like I have full staff on tonight. You know, I don't know why is it I get James Bond on. I get a few guys on. I get a blonde or I get a girl on here. I'll have the whole damn staff on here. It'll be a full staff, full round table with people wanting to get in.
Nobody wanted to talk to the Colonel last week. What a shame.
That's all right. All right, guys. About to head to this little commercial, and we'll be right back.
The best fudge comes from Uranus. Uranus, Missouri. That felt good. Tastes even better. Wow. Deep in the crack of America's heartland, the citizens of Uranus are bursting to give you their amazing fudge. That's right, fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com. And we're not fudging with you. I'm as serious as a fudging horse kick to the side of your fudging head.
I am as serious as forgetting your fudging anniversary.
I'm serious as skid marks on your fudging undies.
I'm serious as fudging a pregnancy test. I'm serious as fudging the presidential election. I'm serious as fudging the bar exam.
Uranus squeezes out so many different fudges that they have a fudge for everyone. They got blueberry fudge, chocolate fudge, vanilla fudge, chocolate pecan fudge, mint chocolate fudge, cookies and cream fudge, peanut butter fudge, M&M fudge, toffee bar fudge. There's a fudge for everyone. Right now I'm making the mayor's #2 favorite flavor of fudge. You can try some at UranusGeneralStore.com. Click now. That is some yummy fudge from Uranus. The best fudge does come from Uranus, Mr. Mayor. That's my dad. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order the best fudge and fudge this side of the Mississippi. And the other fudge inside, too. We can't contain it anymore. Uranus is about to explode across your screen and your front door. Ooh, fudge! Quit prairie dogging and order the best fudging fudge ever. Hey, Mr. Prairie Dog. So if digging for fudge in Uranus isn't your thing, then bring your fingers over here. Uranus offers a lot more than fudge. They got fudge and magnets. They got fudging hats and the hottest fudging calendars of Uranus you've ever fudging seen. Ooh, that's cool. But if you ask me what the best part about Uranus is, other than the fudge in Uranus, it's the fudging shirts. Fudge not, lest ye be fudged first. Fudge, 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 fudge. Want to see more of Uranus? Come see the amazing attractions like the Moonicorn Creamery and Funnel Cakery. Fudge it great. Escape Uranus escape rooms. Fudgerific. Uranus Sideshow Museum. Hot fudge. Chicken Bones Party Bar and Grill. Fudge, yeah. So quit fudging around. How many more times do I need to say fudge to get you to order some fudge and fudge? Seriously, Uranus can't hold this fudge forever, so you might as well order some fudge today, for fudge sakes. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order your fudge today. Or come down here and drop some deuces yourself. Peace.
Welcome to Uranus!
Let's make Uranus great again. Fudge, yeah. Fudge, 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 fudge. Fudge.
Vlad the Impaler was originally from what is now called Romania. But back in the 15th century, it was known as Wallachia. The people of Wallachia suffered terribly under Vlad the Impaler. But the residents of other empires suffered much worse. In fact, when other rulers saw the true scale of Vlad's murders, they were sickened. There's no points for guessing his favorite method of torture and death. Clue, it's in his nickname. Vlad Dracula was almost definitely born in the most appropriate place for someone with that name, Transylvania. No one knows exactly when he was born, but the best estimates that people have made are that he came into the world at some point between the years 1428 and 1431.
All right, we are back live on the Sanitarium with me,
Fudge, yeah.
Fudge, yeah, and Phil. Oh, I think I just shot you. Let me turn this music down so no one bitches about it. No,
Yeah.
Turn the music down.
Screwing up the show again with your coughing and your music.
Hey, I was choking on some coffee. It's not my fault.
Yeah, that's what it was. Coffee.
The coffee. That's all.
I want some of that fudge from Uranus. You got to get us some samples. I don't have to go to Missouri to get it.
I'll get some samples from you. All right, it'll be fresh from Roxborough, North Carolina.
I don't want that kind of fudge.
You know you like it. So but yeah, special guest tonight. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Danielle Diva Borazan.
Danielle Diva. Yeah, we left the last part out of her name because that was just too much for me to remember. I think Danielle Diva was great. But here she is.
Bring her on. I was talking about the Vlad Tepes thing. He's actually a hero in that country now. If you go back to Romania right now, it's people consider him a hero because I think he chased the Turks out of there.
I don't think he's a bad guy either. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to defend your land. I mean, shoving a big old pole up your ass and putting you up in the air with the rest of your failed army. I mean, that would deter anybody. I mean, you had to do what you had to do. I'm sure there was a lot worse done in our planet than what he did. But yeah,
it was a different time.
All right, let's go ahead and bring her on. Here's Danielle. Welcome to the Sanitarium and the craziness. How are you doing?
Great, Danielle. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I appreciate your time. It looks like you guys have an amazing show, so I'm quite happy to be here this evening with you guys.
That's happy awesome. Too. So are my guys in the backstage. They're down there combing their hair, brushing their beard, brushing their teeth.
Danielle, are you in Canada right now? Is that where you're living or where you're broadcasting from?
Yes. I'm in Canada. I'm living in Canada since I was 14. So this is my home. Actually, this is my studio in my house too. So basically, I do live here since I was 14. So I'm proud to be European Canadian, however you want to call it. But yes, I live in Canada. I work in Canada, and I travel to States a lot too.
Where did your family originally come from? Is it Romania or Moldavia or where exactly abouts?
No, this was basically totally a different story. So what was happening? We came actually from the Balkans, just like you're saying, but I'm a hard mix. And for quite a long time, we've been doing the genetic testing. And there was a story in my family that there is some background that is connected to the basically Vlad the Impaler and some other very famous people in the Europe. And as the blood testing came back, so we did genetic testing, that's how we actually did find out that the stories were not just stories, that it's actually the truth. Love you
awesome.
Too, Pixie. Hello, Duke. Love you too.
This is an important announcement. The Darkness Prevails podcast is doing.
So you took a gene, one of those little gene test things where you like, I mean, yeah. Like I said, going back some generations is one thing, but coming back and figuring out you were a bloodline direct descent of fucking Dracula. I mean, that's saying something. I mean, you're probably the third scariest person on this show, next to Anthony Schaefer and Carol Baskin.
Do I look that scary?
No, but we got Carol Baskin. We got Carol Baskin, who you piss off. She'll feed you to her tigers. Sorry, Carol, I just had to say it. It's a joke. Mm-hmm. 2, we have the James Bond himself, Anthony Schaefer, on last week. A real-life CIA agent, James Bond figure. Mm-hmm. We don't mess with him because I don't want to disappear. It was cool. Yeah. That's funny, huh? mean, he actually came forward and admitted the X-Files was fucking real. I mean, we've all suspected that anyway, but there's some fucked up X-Files episodes that I don't even want to picture were real. That's fucking terrifying.
The Jersey Devil
many
one was
X-Files
terrible.
are actually, I don't know if you guys know, but many X-Files are actually recorded here in my backyard in British Columbia, Canada. So we actually did see the actors like Scully and Mulder many times walking in our backyards, basically, because it was done in British Columbia, Canada, because we have such a wonderful area where you can do the filming, where you can actually do all these kind of crazy effects and everything. So X-Files being real is crazy. So that's what's in my backyard. So we do have X-Files here near us. Oh, yeah, there's lots of bad fires right now.
Yeah, because you guys in Canada are sending it all down here. I can't even breathe.
Oh,
I walk outside and go into a level 2 asthma attack because this orange. Actually, New York looked really orange, like New York and Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It was orange outside, but they're always smoggy and dirty anyway. So, what's that?
I have family and relatives all around the States, like from a long time ago, basically after the World War II. Many of them came looking for peace because Europe was basically destroyed after the World War II. So many of them live in New Jersey, New York. There's a couple of them around the Chicago area, Detroit, Washington, name it. I have family all around. And of course, many of my brothers and my friends are all around the world. So I'm pretty happy to be connected to you guys. So Canada, it's to me almost like one country. That's how I look at it.
Well, actually, I can see the resemblance. I was comparing pictures of a painting of old Vladdy and you today. I was like, you know what? I can see that. I can see that. I can totally see that. So I ain't gonna piss you off because I want you sticking big old poles up our butts and hanging us up in the air like that. So, but yeah, my buddy Ron was like, "Does she drink blood? Does she?" I'm like, dude, she's not a fucking vampire. She just was related to one a long time ago. You know, she ain't drinking no blood. I hope not.
And
I'm sure she.
That's another thing. So if you give me a moment, first of all, I want to say hello to my wonderful friend, to person that I love, admire, that's also behind me, and he's going to be part of my book that is coming out, Paul Dale Roberts. I want to say hello to my wonderful friend. Please do read his book. Check out many things that you can find about him on Amazon. There's over 80 books that you can talk to him. And also he's being a part of my newest book that is coming out. So I'm quite honored, to have him as a friend, as a person that supports me and that is behind me. But
Paul's fucking rad. Paul is like in everybody's book. Paul's in everybody's book.
Oh yes,
I'm in his books.
My great books.
And a disco dancing legend.
And basically, yeah, he's a wonderful person. He's been on a couple shows that I do host, and I'm starting my show also on Texas Front Porch. So if you guys ever want to join there, I'm doing the Infamous Minds. Paul was there too. He did share some amazing stories. We have blondes. We have many different kind of shows. If you guys check it out, the Texas Front Porch, you will find out different kind of shows that many different people do. I do one that's called Infamous Minds. It's about crime stories. And then I'm starting my own show in 3 weeks there. So it's going to be quite exciting. I will guys call you to be my guests too. So it'll be quite exciting.
We're down.
Love to be on that.
Yeah, thank you. The one thing that I want to clear out was very important. The stories that you guys hear about Vlad, they are 99% false. They're lies. They're made up stories by the whole. They're far away the story from the reality. Yeah, I know the story sounds cool, but it's far away from it. Vlad was actually a Templar and a dragon, Order of a Dragon, just like you have one behind my back. I call him my George. So that's Guardian. So basically, he was a part and member Order of a Dragon. He was protecting his basically people against the Turks and Ottoman Empire. He protected half of the Balkans and more than half of the Europe because he was captured when he was 11 by the Turks. He was basically raised as a Yanichar, what it means, a young soldier that will be serving the Turkish army at that time. But of course, his brother also, basically did terrible things to him because he went to Sultan's house. Sultan was almost like a king. But Vlad never drank people's blood. Vlad never flew around the castles. Vlad never loved Lucy and Mina like famous love fantasies.
No, you're ruining it for me. You're going to ruin it for me.
Did he do impaling? Yes, of course he did.
Yay!
Yeah, that story. I know. Did he do impaling? Yes, impaling he did. But nothing compared to the stories that you see on the TV. Yeah. The closest one that I would say that it's coming to is the last movie. And I'm looking forward to my book where people will be capable of actually reading about the story, who this wonderful person is. He was a Templar, he was a soldier, he was a fighter for the freedom, for at that time Christianity, and savior for more than half of Europe. Do you know in the Vatican against the Turks? Many people didn't know that. But at that time, Byzantine Empire and Latin Empire, what is that? Used to be one prior to after the Vatican cycle. So basically, many people don't know, but what you guys are seeing in your scary ghost stories are far away from reality.
Yeah, you're almost kind of ruined it for me. You say, okay, he don't fly around the room.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't eat no blood or nothing, but he will make you into a fucking human popsicle. He will popsicle you.
Yes.
So at least that part's true. So that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why he did it, go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish. I'm familiar with the story too. I guess back in those days, the way they kept peace, or a kind of peace between the empires, was that you would take somebody's children. Was it the Sultan of Turkey or whoever was in charge of Turkey at the time? Actually took Vlad and his brother and kept them there, kind of in not in a ransom way, but in a way to keep Vlad's father and the rest of his family from actually warring, with Turkeys. That's he's a hero, right?
Yeah, and he's not. I totally respect what you're saying. And if I can just add, it wasn't just to keep a peace. The reason why he actually took the children basically away is to keep his. And that's what also carry strong, I can say, make Vlad very angry. And it's like a basically knife carrying inside of the heart that your father will sell you to the Turks. You're going to be raised in the dungeons, seeing all these horrible things. Because your father will be sitting on the throne. Many people don't know, but it's not just the two of them. They had an older brother, Michnia, and he was supposed to be on the throne, but he got killed. So basically, Vlad was the second or the middle child, and Rad was the third. So he had three sons, not just two. And basically, after that, when Rad did horrible things, disowned his own brother and say, I don't want to serve you. You're not going to be the ruler of Transylvania, because at that time there was no Romania, it was Transylvania. You're not going to, rule. It's going to be the Sultan. It's going to be me. That's when actually everything went down the throne, and he will let him go. He could kill him more than a couple times, but he let his brother go away. That tells you how much love he had for his family. But also Yanichars, what you mentioned, Phil, is something that is called Yanichars. And Sultan or Turkish Empire always took the children from all different kind of countries. And the reason why, then they would raise their own to be killing their own people. So they would turn them into Islamic faith. They would turn them in these killing machines that would go and basically serve the Sultan of the Turkey at that time, or the Ottoman Empire.
There's his gravesite is a big tourism attraction. I had a friend that went there, and they like you said, he's revered as a national hero.
Yes. And that's another story, like you guys are saying about, not you, of course, but to the Hollywood what I get really angry about it, basically, he's mentioned as a person that, he's sucking people's blood, he's stealing the children, he's killing the woman. What's totally opposite. He was protecting the children, he was protecting the women, he was building the churches, he was part of the Order of a Dragon, what was the only order of a very noble Knights Templars. And another thing that people don't know, he was really deep into Christianity. So when he was buried, like your friend went buried inside of the church, the truth what is, when people started making the stories where his head is, his head did end up in a turkey, because what happened when they cut the head off, they will put it in front of the sultan's doors, and the reason why it's like to glorify, to say you kill somebody who cannot attack you anymore. So that's, but he's a national hero, and not just there. As a child, I learned about him as a Vladimir or Vlad Tepes. I never heard about him as a Dracula or vampire. And Dracula or Dracul on means Order of a Dragon. This has nothing to do with Nosferatu, what on Latin means sucking the blood, or creatures of the night. So it's far away from the reality of what's happening. So that's why I'm excited about this book, gentlemen. And I want to say, Paul, my wonderful friend, and many great friends many others, they know how much I work into this, because I promise to count himself that I'm going to wash his name. And that's what I'm going to do. Yes.
That's Polly. Go ahead.
The dragon was Go ahead. We don't have to talk about Dracula all night. I understand you're a psychic as well, and
yes.
You're generational,
yes.
right? It wasn't just you; it was maybe your mother and your grandmother too. This is a family tradition, or
so yes, this wasn't done on purpose. My great grandmother, Georgia, basically, she was born with these gifts. So was her mother too. I was actually kept away from it till I didn't figure out my first big sighting, if I can say, when I figured out that my father will get hurt. So, and when I would say the bad things would happen, I was called a witch. I was called many bad things. You must understand, this is a old traditional Orthodox way of raising a family. So my mother, I'm really proud of her. She made me a really strong woman, but she kept me away from all the accusations and many things. So basically, yes, I am a third generation that is born into being a psychic and a medium. So I do many different things, from reading the cards. I do astral traveling. I also help many people find their missing loved ones. I work on 2 cases right now. I try to use my gift to help others. And if I cannot help, I know where I can send you if somebody needs to help you going deeper than my capacity is. But so far, I use my gifts to help others, because what I see, I cannot erase. I call it also my gift and my curse.
Do you have any predictions for 2023? Anything that
yes, I can. I many people ask me that, and I wasn't sure what I'm allowed to say on the YouTube. But I can tell you openly, I do a lot of symbology. So if people don't know what symbology is, I also do ancient craft. So I'm not talking about the witchcraft that you see in Salem. I'm talking about the ancient craft, reading the symbolism, connecting the Holy Bible, and etc. And the prophecies, and then I connect that with my own gifts. So right now, what I see, we are actually entering the turbulent times. So starting this September, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the prices skyrocketing. We may enter another area. Well, not just the food will be, I can be saying, hard to find on the shelves, but also, the money shortage will be bad. Another thing that I can tell you, what many people don't like, but we'll have more issues with illnesses. So there's another illness coming on that will cause more chaos than previous one that we had. And the third one, that it's very dangerous one, and that's drums of war. So we are entering into the era of war.
Is Yeah. I'm sorry, Face. Go ahead. You got something?
I just said interesting. I was listening. Go ahead.
I'm just curious. When you say the drums of war, obviously, we had a guest last week in where we talked about the conflict with Ukraine and the Russian invasion. And I felt for a while that it seems like China and Russia are trying to draw the United States into a war somehow. Do you foresee is it that level, or is this just one of the continuing wars that's always happening around the world?
What I see, I'll be honest to you. I think I see that Ukraine is right now a playground. Nobody cares about those people. So they have these superpowers that are really powerful. And I know, and I have many great friends that are Ukrainians. This is a small country, and I can actually speak their language and understand their language because I can write and read Syriac too. So I can a lot of culture. This is a small country that it's basically right now used as a toy to be played with these big shots and the powers. Who's gonna, like you're saying, pull different kind of game? This is just testing ground, but and what I see that not the whole entire world will go into these drums of war because of Ukraine. There will be another incident that is going to be much bigger.
Yeah, I definitely see it escalating. So don't tell them how far it's going to go from here. But yeah, we're at the half hour into the show here. We will be right back with the roundtable. Y'all get ready.
Half hour already? Wow.
It's already there. All right. We'll be back, damn it.
So what makes the Fudge Factory so special is it is Uranus Fudge Factory. Everybody is intrigued by that name. They're so curious when they walk through that door. They're not sure of what to expect. And when we greet them with, "Welcome to Uranus! Welcome to Uranus! Welcome to Uranus!" They laugh, the giggles, and the energy that comes from them is what we feed off of. So then we know just how much we can play with our customers. My name is Tina Elliott. I'm the general manager. It is my duty to make sure that fudge is packed properly. I am very proud to say that I teach all my fudge packers everything that I know. We get people from all over the world. We're not just a stop, we are a destination now.
Thank you for making Uranus.
We love this place. It's the heart of Uranus.
In a time and place where kids were forced to fight for survival.
Jesus, I'm just hoping when I lop this dude's filthy head off, his cock will be rigor mortied for like 30.
Food is sparse.
Jesus, I'm starving.
And so are the women.
God damn it, Samuel. See if you could cut that tree stump off and fit it up my anus.
These are the Hunger Gays.
Oh, god damn cock. Back with your spoo arrow and shoot it in me.
Oh, coming this summer to theaters near you.
God damn it, what are you doing in that tree? Climb down off that hard piece of wood and climb onto mine.
Written by Suzanne Collins.
Is that a bow and arrow in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
Readapted by Aman Carlson.
Take your filthy love weapon and stuff it deep inside my fight tunnel.
The hunger has been satisfied.
All right, we're back. It is about that time. Time for the round table. I see Phil in the studio down there, like shaking his head of all the perversion commercials we have in between. He's just down there shaking his head. Danielle's like, what the hell did I just come on? She's used to these little nerdy little podcasts where there's a guy like, oh, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't have a girlfriend. Let's talk about UFOs. They're not fun like this. They don't have a bunch of gangsters on here like Phil. She's down there laughing. Yeah. This ain't one. I'm a nerd still, but it's not one of them shows. Whoop, whoop. Here's Phil. What's up,
and
sucker?
We're back. Fudge.
Fudge. Before we begin on the round table here, I want to go ahead and show you this clip of this little alien thing. And we're going to bring everybody back on the round table. And we're going to talk about it. And I want to see what everybody thinks, because I think it was pretty gnarly. So let's go ahead and check it out. And
glasses for this.
Yeah, put your spectacles on.
Here we go. I need the specs.
Leave her alone. It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm so nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey. If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
Do we happen to know where Dennis Rodman was on that night? Does he have an alibi?
They are in Vegas, but they didn't tell us if they were darker beans or bright white beans with big black eyes.
Apparently the cops want no part of it.
What fucking good are they? They were harassing the poor black guy around the corner to go investigate an alien.
Was it Dennis Rodman? You know, I mean,
I don't know. By the time they got there, it was gone. All right, welcome to the round table. Let's go ahead and bring everybody on. Let's ask everybody what they think. You ready? Let me put on some cool music for our background for introducing the round table. There we go. Introducing the round table. That's good, right?
The not so round table.
Shut up.
Like the oval table.
Dale Roberts. Harry the Tank. All right, cut the music. Where the fuck is everybody? Hold on.
They all bailed.
We got some people missing.
The alien story scared them away.
Oh, here we go. Wrangler Dave.
What's up?
All right.
So
and our very, very special guest, the third most badass person we've had on the show. Fuck with her, you're going to get popsicled. How about that? Here's Danielle Diva. You like my extended suffering sound? It's funny, huh? Well, there's some more people who are supposed to be here, but I don't know where the hell they're at, so they can fuck off till they get here. All right, so you guys saw the video. Oh, I hear a beep sound. Hold on. Who's this? Oh, Terry the Taint's back. His phone's always fucked up. Here he is. Terry the Taint. Are you there? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. So we saw the video of the aliens. I mean, it's pretty ballsy to call 911 and say, okay, a fucking spaceship just landed in my backyard. There's 2 8-foot fucking aliens. One standing outside the craft. One sitting in the spaceship, and they're staring at me.
Did he have a message? What did the aliens say? People want to know.
Exactly. Did you just stand there and look at them and, you know, wishing you weren't going to get probed in your butthole or something? Or, I mean, I can't. It's pretty brave. I mean, it's pretty coincidental. I know there's a lot of exposure coming and a lot of disclosure and things appearing everywhere. And it's pretty coincidental of the big old fireball from the sky coming down right to the area where this family, multiple people, had the balls. They're probably, I'd be scared to call the cops and do a false report like that. But it's Vegas. I'm sure people get calls. They see all sorts of shit.
You know, the thing that gets me, though, the thing that gets me is how they blacked out the backyard and said for privacy reasons. When you do a FOIA request, when you do a FOIA request for body cam, they don't black stuff like that out at all.
And they showed the rest of the fucking property for the thing. They block out one little spot. Oh, you don't want to show the property. Oh, it's private. Man, you showed the whole fucking property and stand in front of it. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Come on now.
They hid something.
And also,
the ship was still there.
Yeah, they need to contact MUFON, and they need to do soil samples and see if there's any kind of impressions in the soil to show that there was something that landed there for those aliens to come out. So that's what they need to do, and they need to do it fast.
So
yeah, they definitely do. I mean, it's already been 2 days. Has already passed. They already had like 20 different agencies there, probably all up everybody's butthole. Daniel, go ahead.
If I can just add something, I do a research on extraterrestrials, like you gentlemen know, and I'm so happy that you brought this topic. I've been watching it very closely, and I totally respect what Mr. Paul said. You know, where is the soil, sample being taken? Is there any radioactivity? Because most of the time there is radioactivity material find out around the area. How the people are feeling? Is anybody having any more connection or the dreams after this is happening? Why there is a blackout? And another thing that's very important, I'm personally thinking that each person should be having an interview with the MUFON themselves, saying exactly what they see, because this is a huge evidence here, and we have a lots of people coming out and talking about it. Like we have it here in Canada constantly on all the social media, and it was on our broadcasted on our news too. So I was just wondering, why we are not having more involvement of the MUFON here and more involvement of research team taking the soil samples, doing the investigation directly there on the scene.
Plausible deniability, but it is Vegas. I mean, I'm sure every soil sample there is going to turn up blood, DNA, and cocaine probably.
Some other stuff,
no doubt.
Possible.
Find a semen sample on the ground.
Oh yeah, so I mean, MUFON definitely needs to intervene. But I'm saying if they start allowing MUFON to come and investigate and public report, is this going to justify what's really happening and show who's really covering up and not saying nothing? I mean, throughout the whole civilization, every civilization on this fucking planet all point to the same thing. They all have the same pictures in the caves. They all have the same carvings. They all have these fucking gigantic fucking 80 fucking ton fucking 100 ton blocks that they fucking moved. I mean, come on now. I see a hand waving. All right.
Yes.
You just said more F words than Scarface did.
Miss Diva, you go ahead.
Yes, I have to say something. You touched something that it's very close to my heart. As somebody who does do the studies on the ancient history in connection with extraterrestrials, whatever we did call or we call extraterrestrials, they were calling them gods. They were calling them, something coming from the sky, star people that connected to them. So this is not like happening today in Las Vegas or yesterday was happening in Canada or Montana, or it doesn't matter. This was happening for a long time. So I love that you mentioned that. Thank you very much for saying that.
Well, I'm definitely going to blow your mind now. I mean, on the 24th of this month, the last Saturday of the month, we have Corin Nemec on. He was in the Stargate SG-1 series. Mm-hmm. And the Stargate in Egypt, just like we hide the truth in stories, look at X-Files. My prediction is Stargate, I think there's some realism to it. I really believe there is realism to Stargate. They'll explain why a whole civilization just disappeared and they only found a couple dozen mummies. I mean, there's so much stuff that we can't even replicate as far as technology that they had back in the day. So there's a big story there we're not being told, and it's hopefully soon that disclosure will be public. I mean, I'm sure we're not far from it now.
Yeah.
And that will be another story. I think you and I can take, and the rest of the round table, I think, hours talking about it. The truth, what is, if we are talking about ancient civilization in connection with the star people, if we're talking about imprints that they're finding on the stones, if we're talking about hieroglyphics, about pyramids, Stonehenge, and etc., all around the world, we're talking about Aboriginal people, this is, or Druze, this is all connected to something that is happening in the sky and the stars above us for already quite a long time. So I personally think, and I love that you mentioned that, because these ancient civilizations didn't disappear just like overnight like that. We still don't have, basically answers for many things. Where are the Maya and Incas? Where are Aztecs and many others that disappeared just over the night? And who built many of these structures? I talked to many of the doctors and archaeologists, and I work with them closely. If we're talking about even ancient pyramids in Egypt, we're talking about Giza. Still 99%, we don't have answers for many of these ley lines, connection, with gravitational fields, people disappearing, with all connected to the stars and connected to the ancient civilizations. In movies, I love that you mentioned, because some of the greatest and the best movies are telling us what's going to happen in the future. So some of these, let's say, big producers, are having actually little connection or maybe a little hint behind this, behind the scene to make a movie and give us a little bit, what can happen or what's happening out there. So I love that you mentioned that, because some movies are also, you guys, a little map for what's going to happen in the future.
Oh yeah, Miss Diva, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Tell us about the Antichrist.
Oh, okay. So thank you so much. The reason why, when I actually did more than a couple interviews, and it depends which kind of show is it about prophecies for the future. If you're ever interested in that, just let me know. So the people are asking about Antichrist a lot. I'm just going to tell you straight and forward. This is not somebody that flies on a broom, that has a teeth, and fangs bring down, or, he has fangs and it's going to fly. Far away from the Hollywood and Satan that you see on basically on the horror movies. Entertaining, but not. So I'm going to give you a little hint. This is a person that it's born in 1960s. I'm going to tell you that. He's very smart, very intelligent. He's already sitting with some of the very strong, powerful people. He's been inside of the New York, sitting at the European Union too. He is also getting closely connected to the basically economic prices and everything that is raising up. And slowly or surely, he's going to come with a peace plan for the entire world. So I'm just telling you, he's going to show his face. And as we think this is going to be a peacemaker, somebody who's going to give us the love, who's going to give us the peace, actually is going to be opposite. As many of the people and researchers that I work with, they already say, we know who we are just normal, regular people. So this person has a soul of an Antichrist, and he's very dark, but he's actually a human being. He's not a Satan himself. So I just want to give you guys a hint. Pay attention. Born in 1960s. He's very powerful. He has lots of money. He knows how to bring the people around him and play basically with their mind. He loves
technology. Damn it! I want to hear it's Trump, so it's not Trump. Damn it!
No, it's not.
Is
Trump.
it Matthew McConaughey?
No.
It's not Matt McConaughey.
No, I can tell you honest, you guys. Many of them, you probably 99% did see him, and when this show goes a little bit, maybe after some time on, you'll say, "Oh, that crazy chick, she was telling about it." So, he's born in 1960s. He is Caucasian, so that means just to bring that on, he comes from a very
figures.
And he's actually coming from a wealthy family. He's already around European Union, and he already visited New York more than a couple times. He's going
Elon, I knew it. Damn it!
No, he was born in the 70s.
It sounds like 70s. It sounds like she's describing Leatherface.
I'm born in 75, Dick.
He's
I
not
ain't
that old.
No, he's
I
not
know.
that old. Come on.
Oh, no.
He's not that old.
It ain't me, damn it. I swear. I'm 75. All right, Paul, let's
No,
hear
you're
some
too
input
young.
from you.
You're too young for it.
Paul's been here doing the see. I got a little thing for Paul here. It's called the Vigo head. There it is. Because every time Paul's on, all you ever see is his fucking floating head. He has a little bit of shoulder and chest showing this time, but usually all you see is this.
Yeah, I got a better chair now, so.
So raised you up a few feet. Good.
Yeah. Hey, this was a great interview. I mean, it was just so much
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
Really poured it out, threw out her knowledge and everything else. And yeah, it's also too nice to know that Dracula is a good guy. So, I mean, except for the human popsicles, you know. So.
That's awesome. That's just his way of saying, don't fuck with me. Hey, we have one.
You have to do something, right? You have to do something to defend
So-
your country. Not one ruler is innocent. They all do something.
Oh shit. We have one more roundtable person coming on. One of our main people, fucking purple sticky Tristan. There he is. All right, let me get my echo on. Oh, he fucking disappeared.
I'm still looking at Paul. Where is he?
Paul's right there. No, Tristan's on.
Oh,
This
there
guy
I-
has he has like Jesus. He has beautiful, long ass hair. This big old pretty, nicely combed beard. Where the hell did he go?
I don't know.
No,
Hey,
Dave's like, I got the pretty
Up and
beard.
vanished
here."
like a fart in the wind again.
Hey, Danielle. Did you?
Yes.
There's a psychic that got her powers from extraterrestrials. Speaking of extraterrestrials, Baba Vanga.
Oh, Baba
Yes,
Vanga.
true.
Yeah, Baba Vanga or Grandma Vanga translated. Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about her? It
Of
sounds
course,
pretty interesting to me.
Well, thank you very much. Of course. So I did a lot of research on Baba Vanga, and I still do because her prophecies are quite amazing. So she was born, in Macedonia. She was a regular lady, and then they were living in Bulgaria for quite a while. Her original name is Julia Gushterova. So she is just a regular child, and she went actually to keep sheep on the pasture because at that time, if you have sheep, you were pretty rich. And a
that's
huge storm came on, and as the storm came on, she saw this ship coming down, and she became legally blind because all the dust and everything just basically, it's like a sandblasting made her blind. She was taken to the hospital, and after that, she did see in her dreams these creatures that look like extraterrestrials, and they told her, you did lose the sight, like just a visual sight, but we'll let you know, see further, because they gave her the third eye. So Miss Gushterova or Baba Vanga gave the prophecies for the entire world. She gave the prophecies about end of the world, about, if you talk about Donald Trump, George Bush, she talked about Cold War. She did talk about everything, but she openly said, I got my third eye open in my sight from extraterrestrials, so from the aliens, not from anything else. And she described the ship that was basically, she said, was oval. She also said that they came out, that they saved her, and that they said, we will give you this, third eye open. You'll be capable of seeing more than just seeing with your own eyes. So Baba Vanga is something that I watch and follow closely. When she died, many of her prophecies did stay on because she was capable of saying them. She did get married. She did have children. But she was quite famous through the Europe. She was like a second Nostradamus or Michel de Notre Dame. Except Michel de Notre Dame, he was using alchemy. He wasn't using his own sight, that he was prophetic. He did know how to use alchemy. And that's an ancient craft. I can tell you a little bit more about that. But Baba Vanga is something that it's quite amazing. She did get the third eye opening in her sight and vision from extraterrestrials.
Where does your vision come from? Is it from extraterrestrials, or is this just, family?
This is, I'm gonna be honest with
alchemy?
you. I'm not gonna lie. I had only 2 visions of extraterrestrials, and I hope never again, because they were not pleasant. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do see and I contact dead people. So I will send the messages of the people that pass away. I did it live on the shows, and people were shocked I sometimes say, do you want me to say this publicly? Because I try to keep people's also privacy on. Mine, it comes genetics. And I think this is just the gift that comes through my own family. But I'm a person who will be honest. I didn't see extraterrestrials that they came and tell you, Daniel, this is your gift. It came genetically through my bloodline.
It seems like everybody's, as far as ETs, everybody's more afraid of what they're going to do to your butthole rather than what they're going to do to your planet. I mean,
well, that's kind of like Vlad the Impaler. They were afraid of what he would do to the butthole too.
Exactly. And it's like if I wanted my oil checked from any alien, it wouldn't be ET. You see that big old ouch, that finger that glows? That's the reason why he says ouch. He copied that from one of his victims that he was fucking. Oh, I see a hand raising. Give him. All right, here, you got a hand flapping up.
Yeah,
comment on ET and butt probing. What you got?
I just want to say something very fast. Extraterrestrials are coming very soon.
I hope not.
And they're gonna come showing up more and more. We're gonna get these disclosures happening more and more. And the reason why, because this is written already in many prophecies, and the people are scared of unknown. So there's over 100 different kind of extraterrestrials, and there's a couple groups that are really, we can say really dangerous to us, like Total Gray, and that's the reason why. And that's a totally long, different topic that we can maybe talk about it some other time. But the truth, what is, people are scared also because it's unknown. Whatever is mysterious, unknown, and whatever is out there, it's always very scary for us as a humans. But we also need to be a little bit more open to it, so that way we can accept what is coming.
Hey, as long as they come down, don't blow my planet up or play with my butthole, we're good. We're good.
Don't fear the probe.
Dave, don't fear the probe. What's going on?
Just had one quick question for her. When is her book about Vlad the Impaler coming out? Her new book?
I should be finishing it by end of this month, so I'm quite excited. And you guys, of course, will know about it. And like I'm saying, I work really hard on it. There's a lots of history. Every historical fact is going to be there. Basically, the truth about what happened, where it happened, and what did end up after all this story came out. Because my story is coming out more than I was expecting to it, because people want the truth. And like I said, I did see Vlad, and I contact Vlad through my dreams. I know it sounds crazy, but I do. And I said to him, I promise to you, Uncle, I'll wash your name, and I really will.
That rocks.
Thank you.
All right. That's good.
Thank you, Danielle. Say hello to Uncle Vlad for us next time you talk to him.
Thank you.
And if you get a vision with them, tell them Leatherface is good and cool, and don't popsicle me in the future.
I will let him know.
But yeah, Danielle Diva, spiritual advisor, bloodline of Dracula. And she just informed us that he doesn't fly around and suck blood and all that, but he will shove a big old board up your ass and put you in the sky.
True.
Like
the aliens.
Like I thank everybody for coming out. You've been an awesome guest. Like I said, the third most dangerous.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Paul. It was very nice meeting all of the people around the table. I enjoyed it, and again, thank you very much for inviting me to a wonderful show. You guys been a blast.
Thank you. And on that note, world, you have a good night. Welcome. Thanks for watching the Sanitarium. Peace out.